The 2.7 livestream for Zenless Zone Zero delivered a large amount of story information alongside the usual gameplay reveals, so let's walk through the key points directly. As always, this short is sponsored by LOOTBAR. If you're playing Zenless Zone Zero or any Hoyoverse game, LOOTBAR is a global top-up platform that lets you buy in-game currency faster and usually cheaper than in-game. It's fully official, super easy to use, and the best part is the discounts, especially if you top up often or during banner seasons. If you're planning pools or just want to save some cash, check out the link in the description and give LOOTBAR a look. The trailer mixed returning characters with several quick glimpses of new ones. Familiar faces like Billy Kid and Promia appeared, while new agents were teased through rapid cuts showing characters with blonde, white, and thick hair. Combat footage highlighted NANGONG fighting with dual flails, while CISSIA used a weapon that behaved like a lightning-charged spear or whip. Promia's gameplay hinted at ice-focused damage mechanics, and a new wolf-like character also appeared briefly. Toward the end of the trailer, Belle was shown with glowing eyes, which suggests an important shift in the story direction. The final imagery referenced something called the Sunbringer, or possibly a solar force, implying the presence of a powerful and unstable entity that will likely become important later in the narrative. The Hollow Champion Tournament itself acts as the centerpiece event of the update. Within the story, the winner receives a unique Hollow W engine, although it's still unclear whether players will actually obtain that specific item. Another event in the patch already confirms an A-rank W engine reward, so the tournament prize may remain a story element rather than a direct gameplay reward. Moving into the character breakdowns, NANGONG was officially confirmed as an S-rank Ether Stun agent. Her gameplay revolves around building and spending a resource called downbeats, which she gradually regenerates on her own or gains through team interactions. Her EX special attack transitions directly into a charged follow-up, allowing her to extend attack strings and maintain pressure. Her ultimate releases a rapid sequence of hits and grants the team an Ether Veil buff afterward. The rest of her kit ties closely into anomaly mechanics. When enemies become stunned or receive an anomaly status, she consumes stacks called Vibrato to trigger a bloom effect, and under certain circumstances, this interaction can also activate polarity disorder. The overall loop is straightforward. She spends downbeats to push enemies into a stunned state quickly, then swaps out so her team's primary damage dealers can capitalize on the window. CISSIA fills a different role as an S-rank Ether attack character, whose design centers around a resource called Venom. When she enters the field, she immediately gains 3 Venom stacks, and those stacks automatically convert into critical rate bonuses. Her EX special attack generates additional Venom, and holding the skill allows players to consume extra energy to build even more stacks. Her chain attack and ultimate also restore Venom, keeping the resource cycle active during rotations. Once the stacks are available, her basic attacks can expend them to dramatically increase damage output. Because of that structure, she appears flexible enough to function either as the main on-field attacker or as a secondary damage source supporting another carry. The Gacha schedule follows the usual 2-phase structure. Phase 1 introduces NANGONG while also bringing back a rerun for Yindari. Phase 2 then features CISSIA alongside a rerun of Seed. The livestream also revealed several animated wallpapers, and players who eventually collect every member of the Angels of Delusion will unlock a special exclusive version. That reward will remain obtainable during future reruns. Like previous updates, the patch provides 10 free polls and 10 Bupon polls, and the stream included a redemption code, Miss Sis. Several events accompany the update as well. One of the main side activities is a hot pot cooking minigame similar in structure to Cooking Mama, where players build a broth and select ingredients. Completing that event awards a free A-rank W engine. Another event introduces combat stages that restrict the squad size to only 2 characters, forcing tighter team planning. A separate mission themed around Men in Black features Promia in a prominent role. There is also a puzzle event where players repair damaged Bangboos, and finishing it grants an exclusive name card. System adjustments are also part of the patch. The magazine-style event review feature returns, and the HIA battle trials expand to include new enemies along with scoring bonuses designed around recently released agents. Both Shiyu Defense and Deadly Assault are receiving refreshes as well, with Shiyu Defense now displaying a completion rank once players clear the 5th floor. 2 new drive disk sets are being added. The first, called Bunny in Wonderland, grants a 10% HP increase with its 2-piece bonus. Its 4-piece effect activates when a defense character uses an EX special attack, or when any teammate triggers an evasive or defensive assist, increasing the team's damage by 6% per stack. The effect stacks up to 3 times, each stack lasting 25 seconds and expiring independently. This is significant because it finally provides defense characters with a gear set that directly supports team damage. The second drive disc set focuses on ice builds. Its 2-piece bonus gives a 10% ice damage. The 4-piece effect grants 48 anomaly proficiency for 30 seconds when the wearer triggers Bloom, and applying Freeze further boosts anomaly and disorder damage by 16% for the same duration. That design suggests the upcoming Promia character may specialize in ice anomaly mechanics, although it could also function well as an alternative setup for Hoshimi Miyabi. Additional quality-of-life updates include changes to the title system, allowing players to select different variations of the name cards they have earned. At the same time, pre-orders for the Xbox and PlayStation 5 versions of the game are now available, each offering exclusive bonuses. The final segment of the stream shifted entirely towards story developments through a cryptic animated trailer. It revealed members of TOP's executive leadership, presenting them as extremely influential figures operating behind the scenes. The AI, known as Yokai, appeared again and was clearly framed as a hostile intelligence within the setting. The footage also hinted at future bosses and characters, including Ravenlock and the Creator. Several Void Hunters, such as Miyabi, noticed unusual reactions from their weapons, suggesting that something larger is beginning to affect them. The trailer reinforced the idea that both TOPS and the organization known as Krampus sit at the very top of the world's power structure. In the closing shots, a pink-haired woman appeared, who strongly resembles the original Void Hunter referenced earlier, possibly connected to the leader of the Falcon Hain mercenaries. At the same time, the TOPS leadership discussed exploiting Helios Academy, directly tying the plan to Bell and Wise and setting up what looks like the foundation for the 3.0 storyline.